Hi everybody, thanks for joining me today as I paint this beautiful and stunning blue salvia. I planted this in my backyard quite a while ago and it has now decided to leap. Rule of thumb that my mother taught me years ago, the first year you plant a new plant from the garden center or the nursery, it will sleep. The second year, it will creep. The third year, it will leap. Well, this is about the fifth year that I've had the blue salvia, and it is just amazing. Look at how many stalks I have. It's a tuberous plant, so it grows with one main tube underground, and then many shoots come up every single spring, and it just amazes me with the color. It definitely attracts the hummingbirds and any other pollinators that may be in your area. So I recommend it for a garden if you want to attract the beautiful hummingbirds and butterflies. I'm using a mix of Winsor Violet by Winsor Newton, and I added a little bit of ultramarine blue. And then for the blooms that have not opened yet, they were very dark, almost black. So in this picture, I actually added, because I did a couple samples before I started this painting, and to get that deep dark black, I tried multiple different blends of colors, and I ended up using Payne's Gray with the Winsor Violet, and that seemed to work best. I'll come back in on this painting and add a little bit more Payne's Gray with heavier on the Payne's Gray than the Winsor Violet, and it seems to really give it that depth that I was looking for. For the flowers, though, stay tuned until the end, and you will see that I make a couple of changes. I mixed magenta and perylene violet for the stems. It's hard to tell in the stem that I have to the left of this painting, but you'll be able to see in the video, or if you have blue salvia in your own garden, the stems are very deep and rich, almost burgundy, so I tried to replicate that best I can with the paints that I have. The leaves are very bright green, so I just made a simple green leaf at the bottom. I'm using a heavier pigmented violet now to come back in for some of the deeper shadows. It's a very unique flower. It was hard to capture all the different curves. It reminds me of a snapdragon without the snap. I'm using a liner brush to draw in the stamen. I just ordered a number 0 detailed brush from Princeton. I'm very excited about. I've been using my liner brush for some of the smaller details. It's not meant to be held close to the ferrule like I've been using it, so hopefully some of my details will be a little bit easier to handle. The liner brush is meant to be held a little bit further back and some of the lines a little bit looser. Okay, So here's where I started to notice a little bit of discrepancies in what I was painting and what I saw in the videos as I was putting this together for you guys. And I'd like everybody to put in comments if you see the discrepancy as well. And again, we'll wait until the end for me to give you the reveal. I'm coming back in and adding a light layer of thicker consistency of the Payne's Gray and the Winsor Violet. All of those dark, I thought they were, well, I didn't know what they were, to be honest. But as they sat in my vase, the stem next to us, they are actually flowers that have not bloomed yet. They're buds. Now you know. I'd like to thank you for watching this video and waiting until the very end for the great reveal. And if you haven't already, please consider subscribing to my channel for more videos like this. The change I made was with the color choices. I noticed that the purple was just not vivid enough, so I changed the mix from iridescent blue and Winsor Violet to what I had used, and look at the pop. It was so much better this way, and I'm glad I did the change. I didn't make the whole video again, so I hope you don't mind, but I did want you to see that no matter what, it's still going to be beautiful, and no matter what paints you have, it's the process that matters. I hope you pick up a brush today, or maybe go on a walk. Maybe look outside and find something just as beautiful right around your neighborhood. Until next time, bye.